All right, this month is Sleep Awareness Month, the Sleep Foundation's campaign promoting the importance of sleep.
Yes, and we have Angela Foster. She's out there keeping an eye on the roads. But right now, we're going to go to Eileen. She's live this morning at Premier Sleep Center in Potomac. How are you, lady?
Hi guys, well I'm just kind of trying to wake up myself. You know, it's Sleep Awareness Month, just as you guys had mentioned, and we're here at the Premier Sleep Center in Rockville, Maryland, where sleep patterns are being kind of assessed, and you know, we are all kind of waking up. How are you feeling this morning? Are you feeling refreshed, rejuvenated? Well, sleep disorders are really, really common, and Dr. McConnon works here at the Sleep Center, and you know, you're a pulmonary sleep specialist, so tell us about sleep disorders.
Sleep disorders are quite serious, undiagnosed issues, very prevalent, with more than 40% of Americans being affected. There are about 80 different types of sleep disorders, ranging from insomnia to obstructive sleep apnea.
So obstructive sleep apnea. So that would be, you know, for someone, you know, we've got some of these, what are these things called actually?
So obstructive sleep apnea is blockage of the air passage when you sleep.
Okay.
And oxygen actually stops flowing. You can stop breathing for a minute or so, and the heart would be under strain, the body would be under strain. So we use mechanisms to keep the airway open. Okay. One of these things is CPAP, which is a continuous positive air pressure. Okay. So different mask types are used, and the patients are delivered air pressure with this device so that oxygen flow is restored and the body is not under serious strain at night.
And so then what, you know, for those of us that aren't getting enough sleep, I mean, what kind of effect does that have on our bodies?
Sleep deprivation affects the whole body, from the brain, cognitive function, focus, concentration. The heart would be in irregular heart rhythm, heart failure, difficult to lose weight, diabetes, high blood sugar, sexual dysfunction, memory, mood, daytime accidents on the road.
So it really is very, very serious, and you actually have sleep centers here. So I'm actually going to show the folks at home, Dr. McConnon, thank you so much. You know, we're monitoring the sleep of some of the people that are actually sleeping and getting their sleep kind of studied here at the Premier Sleep Center. And we're going to be going into one of the rooms. Don't worry, guys. I brought my slippers, so I'm all ready to get cozy and comfy and get into the bed and analyze my sleep. And we're going to be doing that in our next hour, and I hope you guys will join us.
Eileen Whalen sleeping on the job, the nerve.
You know, she uses one of those like masks that, for the light, you know, because it's going to be a light out pretty soon.
As we told you a few minutes ago, is Sleep Awareness Month.
And the Sleep Foundation's campaign is promoting the importance of sleep. This is a promotion I can get behind. Eileen Whalen is live this morning at Premier Sleep Center in Potomac with some healthy sleep suggestions. Eileen, have you caught a nap yet this morning?
I wish, but I am in the right place here. You know, we're kind of in one of the back rooms actually observing some of the sleep patterns. You know, there are people here sleeping. We're going to go to one of those rooms in our next hour, but I'm really excited to be joined by one of the doctors here. This is Dr. McConnon, who is a pulmonary sleep specialist. So talk to us a little bit about sleep disorders.
Sleep disorders are quite common, underappreciated, underdiagnosed, affecting more than 40 million Americans, with serious consequences.
So what are some of those consequences of being sleep deprived?
Sleep deprivation chronically affects the whole body, the brain in terms of memory, executive function. The heart would go into heart failure, irregular heart rhythm, weight gain, development of diabetes, sexual dysfunction, relationship issues, accidents on the road, with more than 7 times risk of accidents for someone who is chronically sleep deprived.
So with it affecting so many people, what can we do to help get better sleep?
If you think you have a problem, you have to consult with a sleep specialist in certified sleep centers.
Okay.
But in general, someone has to maintain regular sleep-wake cycle. They have to have good light exposure in the morning. They should avoid caffeinated drinks after midday. They should dim light at night and stay away from televisions and electronic media close to bedtime.
And real quickly, what is this that you're holding?
This is one of the devices that we use to open the air passage for someone who has obstructive sleep apnea. This is called a CPAP, which is delivered with different mask types. It's a lifesaver. CPAP improves, opens the air passage, and makes the body gain oxygen that it's deprived.
Well, Dr. McConnon, thank you so much. We'll see you in our next hour. We'll be in one of the sleep rooms and hearing more about CPAPs and sleep apnea. We all know we need a little bit more sleep in our lives, so power naps, I think I can deal with that. Back inside to you guys.
Yes, we're on board.
Yes, I'd love a good power nap.
Well, this month is Sleep Awareness Month, the Sleep Foundation's campaign promoting the importance of sleep.
It is very important. And Eileen Whalen is live this morning at Premier Sleep Center in Potomac, Maryland, with some healthy sleep suggestions. Getting a little rest there, Eileen, huh?
I'm prepping for my rest in one of the sleep centers. So comfy in my bed here, and I've got my slippers on, so I'm ready to get my sleep on, literally. But anyways, I'm now joined by Dr. Pinsky, who is a dentist. And so how did you get into, how is dentistry related to sleep?
Well, my dad had sleep apnea, and he actually died from sleep apnea. It made his heart go bad over a period of 15 years, so I'm really passionate about it. I look into patients' mouths every single day. When we look down their throat, we can see if they have a restricted airway. And many times, I'm the first person that tells them that they may have a problem breathing.
That's something that, I guess I had never put, the two and two together, but it makes sense. So for those people wondering why I look so obnoxious, what exactly is this that I'm wearing on my head?
It's a home sleep test unit. I have another one on my wrist. There's many different types that are out there.
Yeah.
And these work great. A lot of patients don't want to go to a sleep laboratory to be tested. And now insurance covers these home sleep test units. You can do this in the comfort of your own home. And it checks for oxygen levels and problems with apneas and breathing. These work great.
Wow, that's a really, great option for those people that may not be able to come to a place like this, to actually, come to the sleep center itself. So these are good options. But, being a dentist, we've got these little chompers here. These are mouth guards. So what are these for?
Yes, this is almost like an upper and lower mouth guard. These work great. These are for patients that aren't breathing properly, have sleep apnea. It's an alternative to CPAP. It's used for mild to moderate sleep apnea. If you have severe sleep apnea and you can't wear a CPAP, these appliances, we put them in, we open up the bite, bring the lower jaw forward a little bit, and it helps the patient breathe better.
Dr. Pinsky, some great information. Brian, the two of us, everyone on this shift understands, just being so sleep deprived. And, seriously, I feel like I need to try to get as much rest later as I possibly can so we can be in full Stormwatch 7 snow mode come tomorrow morning.
You were exactly
Not
right.
again.
I know.
I'm going to take a nap now, Brian, okay? I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Okay.
I like your tiara.
Bye.
Sleep is always viewed as a key to good health. And March is Sleep Awareness Month. ABC 7 is helping you learn more about how to get the sleep that you need. Our Eileen Whalen is live at the Premier Sleep Center in Potomac this morning with the details for you. Eileen?
So you're probably wondering why I'm sitting here in what looks like my bedroom. It's actually not my bedroom. I'm at the Premier Sleep Center in one of their sleep study rooms. And you're also probably saying, why is Eileen wearing this funky thing on her head? Well, I'm here with a dentist. This is Dr. Pinsky. And again, you're probably thinking, why is she with a dentist at a sleep center? A lot of questions. So Dr. Pinsky, break it down.
Well, I got started working with sleep apnea because my dad died from it. It caused his heart to go bad over a period of 15 years. And if there's any one person that I can help so that doesn't happen to them, that's what this is all about. Every day I'm looking in patients' mouths, and I look down their throat, and I may be the first one that can recognize that they may have some sort of airway obstruction.
Oh, okay. So that certainly makes sense. So now I'm wearing, this thing on my head. You're wearing something. So what are these?
These are home sleep test units. They're covered by insurance, and why not go in the comfort of your own bed to be tested for sleep apnea? Many patients don't want to go to a sleep laboratory, and this is just another alternative to be tested.
That's great, because some people, can't find the time, to come to a sleep center, but you also, feel more comfortable in your own home. Now, also being a dentist, we've got, some of these little chompers here with these devices. What are these?
These are oral appliances, and these can be used for mild to moderate sleep apnea. These will open up the airway, allow the patient to breathe better. In the case of severe sleep apnea where a CPAP machine cannot be used by the patient, these are an alternative to that.
Wonderful. So fascinating. So much information. And, we all need sleep. I feel like so many of us are so sleep deprived. What's one piece of advice, that you could give to people at home who, are suffering from sleep deprivation?
Yes, it's important to get 8 hours sleep a night. If you're not getting enough sleep, it can cause diabetes, stroke. There's many problems associated with lack of sleep.
Well, Dr. Pinsky, thank you so much. And how can people find you online?
You can go on to IHateSnoringMD.com.
IHateSnoringMD.com. Maybe you're just waking up and watching us in bed and you've got a partner that snores. Check out Dr. Pinsky, also the Premier Sleep Center in Rockville. Great opportunity. We all need the sleep. Anyways, back on inside to you guys.
Sleep is always viewed as a key to good health, and if you didn't know it, March is Sleep Awareness Month.
So News Channel 8 is helping you learn more about how to get the sleep that you need. Our Eileen Whalen is live at the Premier Sleep Center in Potomac learning some tricks. What are you learning out there, Eileen?
Guys, this has been really a very fascinating morning for me, because we all know how important sleep is, and most of us don't get enough of it. But, there are some really serious consequences if you're not getting the right sleep. And sleep apnea is a very common problem that a lot of people have. And I'm joined by Pam McComb-Podmosco, and you are a sleep apnea patient. So how did you find out that you even had sleep apnea?
Well, it never occurred to me that I did, but I go to the Advanced Spine and Wellness Center for my chiropractic, and sometimes I was drowsy, and they asked me there if I had it, and I said, no, I do not have sleep apnea. My husband has sleep apnea. I don't have it.
Okay.
And so they said, well, why don't you just take a simple in-home sleep study, and we'll see. So I took it because I was going to prove them wrong. So I did it, and the results were awful. Really? So I thought, so then they said, well, really, you probably should have an overnight sleep study. So I went to a sleep center, had an overnight sleep study, and the results were awful. Scary, really scary.
Okay.
I woke up 27 times an hour, and I stopped breathing many times, up to 2 minutes at a time.
That's some really scary news to receive, but I think it is a lot more common than people would think. You thought that it was your husband that had it. So what are you doing now to kind of help treat and manage the sleep apnea?
Well, they referred me to Dr. Pinsky's office, and they said because I was rated at moderate to severe that more than likely I would have to have a CPAP, but we would try the route first of an oral appliance. So went to Dr. Pinsky's office. They were wonderful. And they took impressions of my teeth and made me this is all it is right here. Pops right in your mouth. You put it in when you sleep. And it actually, I had a follow-up sleep study, and I went from 27 times waking up to 0.
Oh, my God. Congratulations. Yeah. Do you feel much better?
Oh, yeah. I've got more energy. I'm not sleepy during the day, and I don't snore.
Oh, my God.
My husband's real happy about that.
And can I tell you that there are so many people that are probably waking up and are thinking about the same thing. So, Pam, thank you so much for sharing your story. It could be as easy as just a simple mouthpiece. We showed you the in-home tools that you can use to monitor your sleep. So go online. You can either go to IHateSnoringMD or to PSCTrySleep.com. Go online, find out more information. This is all about your health, guys, and we could all use a little bit more sleep. I have to say, here at the Premier Sleep Center, not a bad gig what we've got going on. I got my slippers on in bed, just trying to catch up on a little bit of rest. But guys, I encourage everyone to, take the time to find out more of this information.
I Hate Snoring MD. Mm-hmm. We've got it.
You got it. It is amazing the results that woman got, isn't it?
Oh,
She's
yeah.
doing much better now.